Transfer students can find it a little hard to mix in with the crowd as they have just arrived at a new place. However, that is definitely not the case with these anime. What is up, my fellow weebs? Welcome back to your favorite anime channel. Today we'll be taking a look at some of the best anime in which the main character is both overpowered and a transfer student. These transfer students never really feel out of place as they quickly conquer their new schools. Now, without further delay, let us get on with today's list.
この私もあの時言えなかったことがある。
Number 1. Arm Girl's Machiavellism. Every girl is trying to humiliate him, but this guy is just too OP. The main character in this anime has a lot of female enemies who just end up embarrassing themselves. The guy gets sent to a new high school where the Supreme Five Swords try their best to get the upper hand on him. Let us take a closer look at the plot of this anime. Private 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽𝐸𝐴 used to be an all-girls institute, but then it got converted to co-ed. Out of fear, the females in this institute asked to bring weapons with them to school. Now that sounds like an outlandish request, but it was accepted. After this acceptance, a sort of vigilante organization got formed which consisted of 5 female members. After many generations, this group called the Supreme Five Swords became a big part of the school. Because of the existence of this group, 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽𝐸𝐴 started taking in troubling students to correct them. Our main boy Furunomura gets sent to this institute after becoming the part of a huge brawl. Will this guy be able to face these girls who are trying to correct him by making him act girly?
ギャンブル中毒の負け猫だにゃん。うっかり生徒会に負けちゃって3億も借金しちゃったにゃ。もっとギャンブルしたいにゃ。
𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 is one of my personal favorites on this list. This anime has a very intriguing and unique premise which grows in very beautiful ways. The main character in this anime, named 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐸𝐴, is a complete bombshell and also extremely powerful. She isn't strong in terms of physical strength, but her gambling skills are all that matter in this anime. This transfer student keeps on putting everyone in a huge debt with her amazing skills and luck. The plot of this anime goes a little as follows. Hayakawa Private Academy is a very special school where gambling is everything. Almost every student in this academy is a rich kid, so gambling is the most loved hobby of almost every student. In the day, this school teaches students regarding different subjects and acts like a totally normal institute, but at night, this place becomes a deadly gambling den, and the students are taught about how people are manipulated. A cutie named 𝐒𝐽𝐸𝐴 transfers to the college, and at first she looks like a pretty average student. However, she is actually obsessed with gambling and she is insanely good at it. She knows how to manipulate people to get exactly what she wants. 𝐼𝐻. Takeru Uyama might look like an average boy, and yes, he even acts like an average boy with a perverted personality in the start, but this guy is actually low-key extremely overpowered. With his blood pointer ability, Takeru can literally control the abilities of every other 𝐼𝐻 user. Let us go over the plot of this anime. This anime follows the story of a teenager named Takeru Uyama who is a transfer student of his new school. This school just recently turned co-ed and is filled with dazzling beauties. This seems like a perfect place for our perverted protagonist, but there is a small catch. All the students in this school carry a special item with them called a 𝐼𝐻𝐚. These 𝐼𝐻𝐚s are used by the students to unleash their special magical abilities in duels. Will little Takeru be able to find a 𝐼𝐻𝐚 that works perfectly for him?
なんで今のが避けられるの？
俺の周りでは時間が半分の速さで動いているんだ。
嘘。
The Fruit of 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐸𝐴. Ah, yes. How can we forget the badass protagonist of this amazing series, Yuichi Kazumi, also known as the janitor of the underworld, who lived a very cruel life. His harsh life wasn't all that bad as it made him the most OP protagonist ever, and also a chick magnet. The Fruit of 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐸𝐴 is an ecchi anime with an actual plot and you'll surely love it. The premise of this anime goes a little as follows. This anime follows the story of Yuichi Kazumi, who is a new transfer student. This guy just wants to live a normal life at this new place, but his can never come true. See, this school only consists of 5 other students and the principal. Oh, and the other 5 students are females. Wink wink. Okay, jokes aside, the story behind all these students in this weird condition of the school is quite saddening and traumatic. Yuichi is trying to save them while also being lost himself. Being the most OP protagonist ever, this task shouldn't be too hard for our boy.
日向コーチありがとうございます。
日向君と言ったら君はフライングサーカスの経験者だろ。素晴らしい。ここであったのも何かの巡り合わせ、いや運命だ。君たちは久野浜学院フライングサーカス部の救世主だ。さあこれから共に頑張ってよ。
𝐒𝐚, full rhythm across the blue. This next entry on our list has a beautiful female protagonist who is the new transfer student. Asuka Kurashina is determined, pure, and wholesome as heck. This girl can be called the female version of Naruto as she does whatever it takes to achieve her goals. Asuka feels out of place when she newly arrives to the planet, but eventually she discovers that she belongs high up in the skies. The plot of this anime goes a little as follows. 𝐒𝐚 is set in an alternate universe in which anti-gravitational shoes known as grav shoes exist. These shoes have made it possible for people to fly up into the depths of the blue sky. This invention has also given birth to a brand new type of sport known as flying circus. Asuka Kurashina is the new transfer student at Kunohama High School. The girl is quite clumsy and straightforward, but she somehow manages to pull off a very difficult maneuver the first time she plays flying circus. This leads her to join the school's flying circus club. Here, alongside with her friends, the girl practices very hard to become the best of the best. Noblesse. This anime is a very unique entry on our list as the story has actually been adapted from a Korean comic. Noblesse is a very popular comic, but the anime version is not that famous as it suffers from pacing issues. The protagonist in this anime is extremely overpowered as he is a noblesse who is even more overpowered than the noble vampires. Rei can take on any danger head on and get rid of it without even a single scratch. Alongside his extremely powerful servant, Rei has the power to submit anyone to his will. The plot of this anime follows the story of a noblesse named Rei who has been in long sleep for many years. Rei finally awakens after being asleep for about 820 years and begins to look for his loyal servant, Frankenstein. Rei discovers that his servant has actually blended in with society as he is the director of 𝐜𝐴 High School. Rei decides to enroll as a student in this school to experience firsthand what the new world is like. Star Driver. Takuto Tsunashi is attractive, charming, and overpowered. This guy came to this new island for a normal school life, but that might be a little hard for someone like him as he is a galactic pretty boy and has the power to directly control the psi bodies. The guy impresses everyone with his insane skills and becomes a fan favorite. Let's take a closer look at the plot of this anime for the people who haven't watched it yet. A fortress exists deep beneath the surface of the Southern Cross Island where a mysterious organization lives called the Glittering Crux Brigade. The group researches psi bodies, which are special statues which can transform into humanoid mechs in the zero time. The organization wants to bring these psi bodies to the human realm somehow, but they have not succeeded. The show follows the story of Takuto Tsunashi, who one day washes up at the shore of this island. He is discovered by Sugado Shindo and his fiancée Waku Agamaki. After he awakens, Takuto enrolls into the local high school. He lives a very normal and happy life there, but he is actually hiding the fact that he is extremely overpowered. Takuto has a psi body of his own which is just as powerful as any other. 𝐶𝐻𝐚 𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. The protagonist in this one is one of the strongest fighters in his land, 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿. 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿 is the new transfer student who is a former Heaven's Blade wielder. This guy used to be one of the 12 strongest people in the world, but he left that life behind to live a little peacefully. Sadly, Peace is something this guy just can't have yet. His overpowered skills are needed once again at his new school as his secrets slowly get revealed. The plot of this anime shows us a post-apocalyptic world which is filled with vicious beasts known as 𝐒𝐮𝐲𝐽 or filth monsters. Humanity is forced to live in large, mobile cities and learn how to wield special weapons called 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 for their protection. 𝐿eifan Al-Sif is the new transfer student in the academy city of 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐻𝐽. The guy wants to lead a normal and peaceful life, but his past just doesn't leave him alone. Different people at this new place take a note of his special abilities, and 𝐿eifan is put in the same bubble yet again. Aquarion Evol. Aquarion Evol is actually a sequel of the original Aquarion, which is set 12,000 years after the events of the original. The protagonist in this series is extremely overpowered, but his powers are hidden in the start. Amada's power of levitation is quite uncontrollable at first, but eventually he learns about his powers and gets extremely confident when he protects a helpless girl named Mikono. The plot itself goes a little as follows. Humans live on a star Vega under the constant fear of being attacked by the abductors. These enemies originate from the star Altair and just keep on attacking the humans. As a countermeasure, an organization known as Neo Diva was formed to combat the abductors. The pilots are all separated from each other on the basis of gender. Boys and girls are not allowed to come in contact with each other, not even on the battlefield. Two teenagers named Mikuna and Amada are dragged into the conflict when an advanced abductor mecha attacks. Here, Amada summons, in which starts the taboo relationship between a male and a female.
リテの写真。ロロさん、これ落ち。
どうかした？
The Ones Within. Number 1 on our list is a very unique entry with a charming and overpowered protagonist. This guy isn't a normal transfer student in a new school like many of our other entries on our list, as he is playing a death game. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿 must try to survive in this real-life game if he plans to go back to his normal life. Let's also take a closer look at the plot of this anime. The Ones Within follows the life of 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿, who is a young gamer. The guy unlocks some mysterious hidden content in a game that he's playing called 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿. The hidden content is actually a real-life expansion of his game, and the guy gets kidnapped. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿 wakes up in a strange place where a bunch of other people like him are also present. Here, these gamers get a llama-faced instructor who guides them through this mysterious real-life game. There you have it, folks, a list of the best anime in which a new transfer student shows up and dominates everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.